What's going on, guys? Neth back here, and before I get into today's topic, I want to address something that's been missing from my channel. When I started YouTube, I wanted to have a main focus on gaming, especially Xbox gaming, because I'm an Xbot at heart, but I also want to talk about other nerdy related topics like Star Wars and anime. And with the recent news that one of my most beloved animes is going away, or more accurately, taking a break, I thought now would be the time to talk about some Dragon Ball.
S.M.A.S.H podcast every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Be there.
Now, being more specific, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Super. So Dragon Ball Super is the true continuation of the Dragon Ball series after the Z saga and would replace the GT timeline that is now non-canon. No more Kid Goku, and thankfully no more of Vegeta looking like this. When I first learned about Dragon Ball Super and how it would be returning, I was ecstatic. I think I was a senior in high school and I couldn't wait for the show to return and revitalize my inner nostalgia for Dragon Ball, the nostalgia that I think we all have, except for Zaire. And with the show returning, it came with quite a set of problems, unfortunately. No, the show did not start off with a bang. In fact, it more or less started with a thud. Dragon Ball Super spent its first few episodes focusing on Trunks and Goten along with Goku's farm life. Yeah, we were all pretty disappointed too. But worse was yet to come. That's right, Dragon Ball Super would go on to retell the Battle of the Gods movie and revival of F, and oh man, were they terrible. Not only was the animation atrocious, but the storytelling was somehow worse. It felt lazy. Even though the show had more airtime to retell these two movies, they filled it with unnecessary plot or just plain bad pacing and ruined the overall experience. Though I'll give the Goku vs. Beerus fight some credit because it was well done, and I thought it was pretty cool. But moving on, after the retelling and some filler episodes, we finally got a new plot. We finally got the Universe 7 vs. 6 arc, and we were introduced to new characters, including Sans. That's right, we met a character named Kaba, also known as the Turbo Replacement. And Goku got a new rival in Hit, who one-punched Vegeta out of the ring. But once Vegeta was out and Goku went toe-to-toe with this new rival, we finally got what we wanted. Classic Dragon Ball action.
It's triple, quadruple. No, it's times 10! Kaioken times 10! No way, so fast!
Because Dragon Ball to me was never about its story, since the story in Dragon Ball was kind of crappy to begin with. We see Goku pull a crazy move with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken on top. We see the rival use a ridiculous technique that we don't know if he can get past. And you see that awesome Kamehameha. And after this arc, we went to the Goku Black arc and got back our fan favorite future Trunks, who has only become more badass over time, and he brought back one of the worst threats ever. A threat that has the power and fighting ability of Goku. Now, unlike the prior arcs in the series thus far, the Goku Black arc had stakes, a true villain, and brought back that great Dragon Ball feel that reminded us why we watched the show. And ending off, we had the Universe Survival arc where 8 entire universes competed in a tournament for their survival. And within this arc, we see huge character growth, even if it was extremely inconsistent. And we see awesome fights like Vegeta versus Toppo, Hit versus Jiren, and most of all, Goku versus Jiren. These fights were brutal, intense during all 3 of these examples. And then we had the rest. But those fights kept the arc alive, and after that, the show has come to a hiatus. Looking back at it, Dragon Ball Super was quite a ride. It started off shaky with its storytelling and animation. Its storyboarding was questionable, especially with the way some characters would power up. Also, I felt the show did a poor job in power scaling and consistency. As well, addressing the elephant in the room, I agree when people say the only reason we fans kept pushing along with the show was solely for the nostalgia. This show had many passes because we grew up with Dragon Ball and love it so much. But there was a lot wrong, and there's no doubt about it. So I hope Dragon Ball Super takes advantage of this break. I hope they really come together and focus harder on its story and flesh it out. And I hope they get the storyboarding right and ask Toru Taro, Toriyama's successor, for help and become more consistent with its power scaling and character growth. Because while Dragon Ball is at the top, nostalgia won't keep it there. Dragon Ball is going to have to improve to stay on top. Plain and simple. It needs to prove why it's there, and it needs to earn the right to be on top. I only hope for the best for this series, for it's near and dear to my heart. And until next time we meet Goku and the other Z Fighters, I'm Neth, and this is me signing off. Goodbye.